Traveling to Europe's most stressed and depressed country. Are you interested in the challenges that go unnoticed beneath the picturesque scenery of Europe? Come along on an engrossing voyage as we examine the challenges of visiting the most anxious and unhappy nation in Europe. What social forces are responsible for its status? How do its people handle the difficulties? And what beauties and moments of comfort make tourists find amid the chaos? Fasten your seatbelts as we explore the core of this fascinating country, revealing facets and uncovering unexpected revelations. Prepare yourself to take a more expansive view and set out on a path of comprehension and compassion. Europe is well known for its stunning scenery, extensive cultural history, and energetic, buzzing cities. But underneath all of this continent's beauty and charm, there's a sobering truth that some of its nations have higher rates of stress and depression than others. One country in particular frequently faces these difficulties more than the others. In this video, we examine the challenges of visiting the most anxious and depressed nation in Europe, looking at the underlying causes, the effects on its citizens, and the ways in which visitors can deal with these problems while still discovering peaceful and beautiful moments. Understanding the situation. Comprehending the circumstances of the most anxious and despondent nation in Europe necessitates a sophisticated investigation of numerous interrelated elements that contribute to its intricate socio-economic and cultural terrain. The most pressing of these issues is economic instability, which is exacerbated by volatile markets, high unemployment rates, and unequal income distribution, all of which contribute to the public's sense of unease and anxiety. In addition, people are under a great deal of stress and anxiety due to societal pressures like the need to maintain a certain quality of living and thrive professionally. The widespread stigma associated with mental health issues exacerbates these difficulties by frequently discouraging people from asking for assistance or being candid about their concerns. Many people suffer in silence because they are unable to get the help and resources they so badly need, and this culture of shame and quiet feeds that cycle of suffering. In addition, the fast-paced nature of contemporary living in conjunction with social media and technical developments has produced a setting in which people feel deeply alone despite always being connected, which exacerbates feelings of hopelessness and loneliness. We learn more about the underlying dynamics influencing the emotional landscape of the nation by exploring the complex and multidimensional nature of these concerns. This emphasizes the importance of raising public awareness of mental health issues and providing more compassion and assistance for those who need it. Impact on the population. In the most stressed out and depressed nation in Europe, stress and depression have a wide-ranging and significant influence on people's physical and mental health, as well as their general quality of life. The impact on people's physical health is at the forefront of these impacts. Long-term stress is linked to a number of illnesses, including immune system dysfunction, cardiovascular disease, and hypertension. Chronic stress response system activation raises the likelihood of developing chronic health disorders by causing inflammation, hormone imbalances, and other physiological abnormalities. Moreover, depression's emotional toll can be crippling, robbing sufferers of their drive, happiness, and sense of direction. Every area of life can be tinged with feelings of misery, pessimism, and despair, which makes it hard to find enjoyment in once enjoyable activities or to imagine a better future. This can lead to a decline in relationships with family, friends, and coworkers as people retreat from social situations and find it difficult to express their needs and feelings. Furthermore, it is impossible to ignore the financial toll that stress and depression take on society as a whole, as well as the cost to people, companies, and society at large from lost productivity, absenteeism, and medical expenses related to mental health problems. In the end, the widespread impacts of stress and depression highlight the critical need for all-encompassing approaches to support mental health awareness, prevention, and intervention, guaranteeing that people have access to the resources and support they require to flourish. Navigating as a traveler. Traveling in the most anxious and unhappy nation in Europe calls for a diversified strategy that incorporates cultural sensitivity and empathy. Even though the local population may be facing many difficulties, tourists can still interact respectfully and meaningfully with the location. Being attentive and empathetic in your contacts with locals is a crucial part of traveling. By taking the time to hear their tales, viewpoints, and worries, you can develop sincere relationships that cut over cultural boundaries and gain insightful knowledge about the reality of living in the nation. Travelers should also respect local customs and beliefs and be aware of the cultural context surrounding mental health issues. It's vital to understand that mental health is a complicated and very personal subject that may be seen differently in different cultures, even if it may be tempting to provide unwanted advice or remedies. Alternatively, travelers might concentrate on offering understanding and support to people they meet, whether by a compassionate gesture, a kind word, or a listening ear. Additionally, tourists might look for ways to assist local projects that advance mental health awareness and well-being as a way to give back to the community. This might be helping out at neighborhood organizations, making donations to organizations that support mental health, or just bringing up the subject of mental health in general discussions and on social media. Travelers can negotiate the complexity of a location while still discovering beautiful moments, meaningful connections, and opportunities for personal development by adopting the values of empathy, respect, and solidarity. Finding moments of beauty and solace. In the most anxious and sad nation in Europe, despite the conflicts and tensions that run deep in the social fabric, there are moments of beauty and comfort just waiting to be found by brave visitors. These little areas of peace and wonder act as essential havens in the middle of life's storms, providing those who seek them out with refreshment and solace. The embrace of nature's embrace is one way to discover these moments. This nation still has areas of unspoiled wilderness where the natural world is unaffected by the stresses of modern life, despite the weight of urbanization and industry. It is possible for visitors to enter lush forests where the forest floor is covered in dappled shadows created by sunlight penetrating the canopy. They can stroll along the banks of gently flowing rivers, where the sound of the water gently lapping against the bank creates a calming rhythm that uplifts the soul. They can ascend to the tops of enormous mountains, where they will be greeted by the clear, crisp air and breathtaking vistas that will serve as a constant reminder of how big and beautiful the earth is. Travelers can find comfort in the uncomplicated yet profound wonders of nature in these natural sanctuaries, making a profoundly meaningful connection with both themselves and the outside world. Additionally, cultural encounters give visitors yet another way to find peaceful and beautiful moments in our nation. The nation's rich cultural legacy endures because of the difficulties its people face, offering hope and happiness to those who take the time to learn about and appreciate it. The lively rhythms of traditional music and dance can be experienced by visitors who are transported to a different era and location by the drum beat and the swirl of brilliant costumes. They can be in awe of the exquisite craftsmanship found in historic buildings and monuments which proudly display the talent and inventiveness of earlier eras. The fragrances of spices and herbs combine to create a symphony of taste and texture that tantalizes the senses, and they can enjoy the delicacies of the local food. Travelers might discover beautiful moments and comfort in the common experiences and bonds that unite us all, despite differences in language, culture, and creed during these cross-cultural exchanges. Travelers can also create beautiful and comforting moments by engaging in thoughtful activities that enhance their inner calm and general well-being. These practices provide a safe haven from the chaos and overload of the outside world, enabling travelers to find clarity and peace amidst life's uncertainties. These mindful activities, which range from yoga on a remote beach at sunset to meditation in a quiet corner of a busy city, can assist travelers in developing a sense of presence and awareness that enables them to fully appreciate the wonders and beauty of the present moment. Additionally, taking up artistic endeavors like writing, painting, or photography can offer a vehicle for self-expression and self-discovery, enabling travelers to meaningfully and thoroughly connect with their deepest feelings and thoughts. Travelers can create soul-nourishing and enriching experiences by adopting these techniques, which will enable them to handle this country's complexity with grace and fortitude. Ultimately, it takes a commitment to look for and appreciate the little miracles that occur despite the confusion and upheaval of daily life to find moments of beauty and comfort in the most anxious and sad nation in Europe. Travelers can discover hidden treasures of beauty and comfort that act as beacons of light in the darkest of times, whether through engaging in mindful practices, exploring local cultures, or immersing themselves in the natural world. Travelers can develop a deeper appreciation for the resilience and beauty that can be found even in the most difficult of circumstances by embracing these moments and letting them permeate their journey. This will ultimately turn their trip into a journey of healing, growth, and self-discovery. Ready to embark on a journey of discovery and find moments of beauty and solace in unexpected places? Subscribe now to join our community of mindful travelers and unlock exclusive access to travel tips, inspiring stories, and immersive experiences that will nourish your soul and enrich your journey. Hit that subscribe button and let's explore the world together.